Um, I done brought him back out for this show. What's going on, people? What is going on? As you already know, it is Friday night, which means Friday Night Madness with your boys over here, 2/3 of the heavy hitters, Six Man K Styles. To the stage left, as you already know, it is the mad scientist, Mad Mike Sports. What's going on, Mike? How are we doing, man? How you doing?
Oh, we're doing wonderful. Don't know why I did that.
Wonderful. Uh, Yeah, it's Friday. We already know how Friday
Mm-hmm.
goes, man.
It is what it is. So you might get a little something, you might don't. But I got some.
Which
I
means
got something on my mind though.
you got something on your mind. But before we get that out the way, let's go ahead. We got to hit them with that
Real.
roll call. Yes, sir. And today's roll call, which is sponsored by High Quality H2O. If y'all want to know what I'm drinking out of, it's a Brita water filter. So if you don't want to be buying a whole bunch of cases of water bottles, get you a water bottle filter. Free plug. Ready for the check later. And today's roll call is gonna go to Joseph Thornton. There's one of my main mans here, Joseph Thornton. We got Marvin Johnson. We got Jerry Bowie. We got Truman Cobbledick. That's a very interesting ass name. Noah Tyndale, that's our homie right there. Y'all definitely make sure y'all show him some love. We got Bubba Gump. We got Isaac Crimes. We got Pat Norris. YMOF Jamal. We got Ramiro Ledesma.
Here's my.
ATL Lee. I bit my tongue when I tried to say that, so that's why it came out like that. We got ATL Leo Ultra Shadow 97. We got JJ Bliss 818, and the last one will be Dirty Bird TY. We ain't hit your names up. We definitely appreciate you joining in with us. We want to go ahead and get this thing out the wizard. So we're gonna start this off right. Mike, what's on your mind, man? What's on your mind? What you want to get out?
Hmm. Um. Hmm. Should I do it or should I not? Because it kind of goes into
What we're talking about?
Oh yeah, kind of goes.
All
So,
right, so let
so
all right, all right, let let
I-
let's go ahead and get into the top of the night. We'll segue into that. So
Mhm.
tonight we're going to be talking about Dean Pees and the 92.9 The Game interview. As we already know, he was on the radio today.
Oh,
I say, what?
excuse me.
Bless you, motherfucker. You need some tissue. I got some over here somewhere. But he had a quote that was very, very interesting to me. He said, I want to have a great defense. I'm just paraphrasing it, but he said,
Mm-hmm.
I want to have a great defense, not an okay defense.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think he means? I ain't gonna say what do you think he means by that is do you feel like the Atlanta Falcons are heading in that direction to giving him that good defense? And do you feel do you feel like that they're going to give him that wish with this draft and get him some of those pieces to start building that defense and building that culture or new era of Falcon football? So pretty much what it sounds like to me, he's saying is we need this team's identity to be its defense.
Mm-hmm.
What's your thought? What's your take on that, man?
Well, I believe so. That should be that is the direction that they're going. Especially when you look at the you know the way that the off season has gone for the most part. And Devontae um, had a quote. Don't know exactly how it goes, but pay attention to what they aren't doing, what they're not doing um, in the off season. What they're doing is they're putting almost every asset um, on the offensive side of the ball. We've signed a ton of running backs, beginning with bringing back Caleb Huntley. He was one of like the first ones that they brought back as towards the end of the season. They brought him back. They brought back Quadri Olison. They kept Mike Davis. They brought in Damian Williams, and God knows how many wide receivers and tight ends. Ferkser, they brought him in. He's a very good tight end himself. So
you missed one more running back. Flash. Oh, savior of the universe.
Right. So they're doing a lot of things. I mean, offensive line. They signed a couple of offensive linemen that weren't with the Falcons. So they're doing a lot of things on the offensive side of the ball, and they're not really doing a lot with the defense outside of Rashawn. They have not brought back Mike Pennell, but they brought back Anthony Rush. And just like I said, they're not doing a lot on the defensive side of the ball as of now. And then fast forward to what you stated, he wants to be great on the side of the ball. And if you have not had the opportunity to check out the interview, he went in to say it's like the only reason why we really haven't done what we want to do is because of the salary cap issues. That's really it.
So
that's
that pretty much says it. But Mike, what is that obvious thing that you think they're going to do? Because by the way that I seen how they drafted last year, they made a concentrated effort on that secondary last year.
That's another thing that they did that we are not paying a lot of attention to.
What do you think?
They signed a ton of defensive backs too. So if I could
what
get,
do you?
Oh, I already know where you're going with it. I'm gonna just come out.
I'm about to say. So what do you think? What do you think? Dean Pees is telling this front office what they need to do. What do you think he's telling them? As strokingly the beard as to thinking what he's talking about.
Should I do it? Should I just come out and do it, man? I mean, again, this is my personal preference, as far as like what they want to do, what Dean Pees has to do with the players that he has on board, and I think if you look at one thing that really is kind of intriguing me at the moment is Grady Jarrett. He's been extremely quiet. He's been quiet. His agent has been quiet. The Falcons have been quiet. And I think this is where they promised Grady that they're going to do one particular thing, and Grady's waiting on them to do that one particular thing. And again, this is just my opinion, but I'm going up and pull up the picture of the guy that I feel as though that they are going to go after. And I know it's going to be a lot of people that's in their feelings, but um, that's kind of what I want to talk about. It's not going to be nice.
Beefcakes.
Mm-hmm.
Beefcake.
This guy right here. This is a beautiful specimen of a man. And yes, I said what the fuck I said.
I'm about to say, wait a minute, motherfucker.
I said what the fuck I said. Look, man, this is a beautiful human being right here, boy. But just look at this. You talk about a football player, this what the fuck you want right here. A big, nasty, sandwich eating, hog maw smelling. Just look at it. Just look at that beautiful thing. Let's just look at this. This is what football is about right here. How can you not? We're talking about building a defense. This is where it all begins. And if I just came into something right now that I want to kind of veer off just a little bit. And it's something that you actually said. And I just give me a second because I want to bring this guy's image up also. Because I think you're gonna like this too. I really believe you're going. Well, I know you're gonna like this. But this guy is someone that we both know is exactly almost his twin. Okay, it's almost his twin, and you guys can thank K Styles for this. But this guy is his twin. As soon as you guys see this guy, a lot of old school players, a lot of old school fans of this guy is going to say, "All right, yeah."
Oh, wait a minute. Are you about to put up who I think you about to put up?
Mm-hmm. Who is this? K Styles.
That is Big John Henderson.
Mm-hmm. Yep. This guy, John Henderson, was the reason why the Jaguars defense was able to do so much. And he was one of those guys that you had to give him time off a play or two. But the impact that he had on that team is legendary. And quite frankly, I don't understand why he's not a Hall of Famer. Because his impact on the game and the team is legendary itself. They had a great defense for a long period of time. And again, he was the main reason why that defense and that team was built the way that they was built. He allowed them a certain identity. And this is the exact same way that I feel this guy can be for the Atlanta Falcons. Now, I know there's a lot of skeptics out here, which is the reason why I want to get into this. We had a conversation about a certain guy. I'm not going to bring his picture up because, quite frankly, I don't think we need it. I think Falcons fans already know this guy. But I hear this is the same. This is the thing that really pisses me off when I hear these two words: 2 downs. 2 downs.
Let me see.
2 downs. That's it.
Let's see, 1,
2.
2. Why does that piss you
2
off? Why?
downs.
Why? 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 Why did that piss you? Why did that piss you off?
Because this is the exact same thing that Julio Jones was. We praise Julio Jones for being a 2-down player. Let's keep it 100. Julio didn't play every all 3 downs. Oh, you thought? Oh, we forgot about that, didn't we? Oh, Falcons, you forgot about Julio Jones playing 2 downs. Why is it okay for a wide receiver to play 2 downs? Why is it okay for your favorite running back to play 2 downs?
2.
And still put up big numbers. But you look at big Jordan Davis and say, oh, that's not good enough. He's only a 2-down player. And he can't have an impact on the game. Hypocrisy at its finest. How quickly people forget. Everybody always clowned or made, like you had very few people that really clown Julio Jones for being a 2-down player. Why is he always coming out? But guess what? Julio always put up 1,300 yards. He did that like clockwork. He will catch a big pass or catch a 20, a slant, get the first down and hit straight to the sideline. Why is it okay for Julio Jones, a wide receiver, mind you, to be a 2-down player, but it's not okay for Jordan Davis? In the NFL, there's only so many players that actually plays every down. Some of your best players in the NFL, in particular, the defensive linemen, they don't play every down. Right. Von Miller doesn't play every down. He didn't. He had breaks. If you go back to that 2015 season, DeMarcus Ware, they had a rotation. And oftentimes Ware would come off and Von Miller would come off. They had a solid rotation. So why is it okay for other teams and their stars to come off the field, but we don't want to draft guys like Jordan Davis because he's, quote unquote, a 2-down player?
Hey, I about to say, look like the people want the OG in this conversation. I guess this is a very, very interesting conversation here. Now, here's my question. As you said, the 1-2-down player. What defense do we play here in Atlanta? 3, 4. What are most of the starting nose tackles in a 3-4? 1, 2 down players.
Right.
Y'all remember Grady Jackson was a 1-2 down player. I just said like this. Do you think? Oh yeah, here's another thing that you'll say on that as well. Because I think what you're talking about is that the main game that they use to really say that is the SEC championship game against Alabama. Yeah. Is that the game that's usually used as a constant talking point?
Absolutely.
But if I remember correctly, there was 2 more games that came after that.
You sure about that? It was 2 more games.
It was 2 more games. It was 2 more games. It was 2 games. It was 2 games after that.
Interesting that you say that. Interesting that you say that.
Right. And I saw in those two games that Michigan, who is a running team, a team that runs the ball, couldn't run the ball at all. The whole game. I saw Alabama try that shit again. They couldn't run the ball.
Say. Oh, you don't say.
Now, and here's a comment right here that I want to highlight here. Hey, I'm about to say, go ahead and send the link to the OG. Let him get a part of this conversation here. But while he's doing that, I'm gonna read a few of y'all comments. But I like this comment. Nicholas Harvey said there are a lot of 2-down players in the NFL. Yes.
They call us pass rush specialists.
Right.
Oh, you forgot. Oh, y'all forgot about that though. They call pass rush specialists.
Remember,
specialist.
Well, yeah, you got run specialists. Like I said, you got to have guys that specialize in something. And the OG always say, and Mike have always said, there's one requisite of this defense that needed to be fixed. One number. There was one number. 2,200. That's the key word. Can anybody that's watched this show see what 2,200 means? Right. That's how many yards they giving up on the ground. That's 2,200 yards given up on the ground. And Jarvis Williams came here with the $4.99 super chat. He said Jordan Davis need to move to the stadium ASAP. Right. But the reason why we also talk about that is because I actually have a couple things that y'all might need to read here. I wish I knew how to zoom this thing in right, but unfortunately we can't. And this is Dean Pees. These were kind of like quotes from Dean Pees. Wait a minute, that's the wrong. I'm gonna start with this one. This is the one that started off. And this was sent by our group. Shouts out to Devontae and Rashad for this one. If y'all don't know, the Unholy Alliance is a unit of about 13 motherfuckers.
Oh yes.
So yeah, we in this thing for real. But if y'all can read that closely, he said mentions it being disappointing how they made Hurts look so great in their first game last year. That was a talking point. As you see, the next one says AJ Terrell is a very quiet guy, but was growing to be a vocal leader and asked a multitude of questions all season long.
I love that quote.
Here you go. This is what Mike said. Third quote said the defense was conservative because they didn't want to give up big plays and were the only team in the league that didn't give up a play of over 35 yards. Here's another one. Further noted that they gave up too many yards because they couldn't be aggressive in coverage and hold teams down. Next one. They need to get better at rushing the passer.
Don't say.
Read it. We don't damn say. Wanted to use more man coverage, but couldn't due to lack of proper personnel.
Oh, you don't say.
Says he's been vocal about what he liked in the draft. The OC wants offensive guys, obviously, and it is on Terry Fontenot and the guys to make the right choices. Look at the very next one. States that he believes the team will be better with the interior defensive line.
Oh, you don't say.
He feels good about the secondary.
Mm.
He said it was unfair to Richie Grant to play nickel corner when Isaiah Oliver went out. Now, if that don't tell me that this guy is looking for some guys to help facilitate his shit,
Yeah.
this ain't all of it, but we're gonna save the next part of it for later.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, what we're going to do is we're going to give you the main one of the main eventers. When you see him talk and when you see him get mad, this is what you're going to be looking at. This is how you're going to look when you say some stupid shit. If y'all don't know by now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is the OG himself. Oh, G. Sam.
What it do, people?
What is going on, Sam, man? What is going on?
We got a whole lot going on. Some of it ain't happened since Dan Reed been here.
So what do you feel about some of Dean Pees' quotes and comments?
The old man has spoken. And it kind of goes back to the conversation we were having earlier today. We talking about somebody that 71 years old that got up off the couch from his grandkids to come coach his team, to come put the defense in. He ain't playing. With him saying what he said in that presser, trust and believe that's what we gonna do.
Right. That ain't even all. That ain't even the rest of the little bullet points that I got. That's just the first half of it.
Yeah, because how much plainer can you get? I don't want to make no okay defense. I want a great defense. How much plainer can you get? I'm just saying to those out there that living up under a rock or don't have a clue and still out here talking about quarterbacks and safeties and corners. If you wasn't listening, he spoke English, not Italian, not Germanese. He spoke English. He said, "Great defense." Wow. Now, to quote our young homie Devontae, pay attention to what they ain't doing.
Right.
All the signings on the offense screamed in loud fluorescent letters. We are going to pick defense, sound, and onward. That's what we doing. We are creating an identity that we ain't had since 1996, 97, 98, 99. Just saying.
Right. And I got a couple comments we're going to hit on here. This first one right here, Tyler Cunningham said, teams like the Ravens, Chiefs, and Bills are successful because they don't go quarterback pimping every draft and they don't give up draft capital.
Ooh.
Quarterback pimping, boy. Ooh. Pop that right quick, boy. God damn. You already know how that goes.
Remember, I've been popping my collar.
Popping my collar. Ever since I could remember, I've been working these hoes and they better put my money in my hand. And here's another one right here. A Dre True statement said, if we don't get Davis, how do you feel about Perry and Winfrey? Dude gives you a little bit of everything pass rush,
I don't
command,
give a
double
fuck.
team, and
I don't
silent
give a
run?
fuck. I'm not gonna let you even get through there. I don't give a fuck. We already got a pass rusher on this team. We got 2 of them right now. Actually, we have 3 if he can stay healthy. Marlon Davidson, Lorenzo Carter, Otto. We got about 4 of them. We got I always say Adetokounmpo, Ogum Deji, and Grady Jarrett. We have guys that can get after the quarterback. What the Falcons are lacking at the moment. And look, let me just before y'all put his fucking name in there again. I don't want no fucking. I don't want the goddamn. I don't want the. I'm trying to be nice about it. I'm really trying to be nice, but I do not want the. I don't want the generic version of what the Falcons need. Okay, and who? What am I talking about? Say, give him the number, Sam. Give him the number that we talking about. The number that we talking about. Okay,
2,200 yards given up in the run game.
Okay, so what I don't want the great value. I don't want no great value. I don't want the second best. I don't want the third best. I want the number 1 guy in the league. The number 1 guy in college, and Jordan fucking Davis, who is the number 1 run stopper in the game. I don't want that generic bullshit. Give me the biggest, sexiest, nasty man on defense that you got up front, which is Jordan Davis. Everybody always talking about all these. Oh, I can wait for this guy. I don't want that. I want the best.
Right.
And right now, what the Falcons need is someone who can stop the run. We have pass rushers. We have guys. What the Falcons need at the present moment is depth on the defensive line. That's going to help guys like, again, Adetokounmpo, Ogum Deji, Lorenzo Carter. Why people keep acting like Ogum Deji is not there? Why people acting like Marlon Davidson ain't there?
And if Graham.
Great, like, come on, these guys are there. So again, excuse me, Sam, but again, I don't want no fucking generic version of what Jordan Davis is. I want the real thing. What the rapper say? Take that fake shit off. I don't want that bullshit. I want that fucking Gucci Man shit, the early Gucci Man ice. I don't want that bullshit. I want that Jesus shit. Okay, I want that Jesus shit, that early Jesus shit. I don't want that early Gucci shit, that little bit of ass chain. I want the big shit. I want big snow, motherfucker. Okay, I want big snow. Give me big snow.
We don't want no cubic zirconia.
I don't want that cubic zirconia. Hell no.
He said he want them diamonds cut. He want to see you cut it with the draws on.
Stop cut it with the draws. So look. Everybody keep trying to give us, we can wait to get. No, I don't want that bullshit. I want the real thing. Period. And if y'all try to get that bullshit ass ring to y'all girlfriend, y'all won't have a fucking girlfriend no more. So stop the bullshit. Ass shit. I want the real thing. I'm done.
Wait, what you say? Your girlfriend is gonna be the lotion in your 10 fingers?
Bruh, I'm just saying.
Hey, look, I think a lot of people have a myth-like conception of Marlon Davidson. People forget that he caught COVID twice, and that's a lot to come back from. Your body takes a beating of no other kind. Okay. And it took a lot out of him. I think you people have to understand. You got to let him get back to his playing weight. And get back into the condition he was when he first got here, for us to see see him like he was at Auburn.
Again, stop getting in y'all damn feelings. I say everybody, it ain't all about you. I've been seeing everybody say the same thing. We can get Travis Jones if we can. Look, I don't want second and third best. How hard can that be? Nobody wants the second best and third best pass rusher. Nobody wants the second best corner. Nobody wants the third and fourth and fifth best safety. Nobody wants the third and best quarterback and running back and offensive lineman. I want the best. I don't care about none of all that. If the number one guy is not there, I'll trade down. But right now, what the Falcons need is some big uglies up front who can stop us from getting our ass ran through like Suki Hunter, okay?
Right.
Well, at least we wasn't the slut walk defense last season. We was just it wasn't even bend over. It was just it was bend over.
We couldn't stop my 90-year-old grandma from running across the 50-yard line, man. Just stop. Just stop. You could drive SUVs through our line.
Oh, they damn sure did.
They said asinine for people out here having quarterback conversation, safety conversation, defensive back conversation. We gave up over 2,000 yards on the fucking ground.
And nobody cares. We want the best pass rusher. Of course we want a pass rusher, but we still got a glaring hole. There's a glaring hole, which is rushing. We gave up O.J. Simpson numbers. Just think about that. We're talking about Juice. He was one of the first guys, if not the first guy to rush for 2,000. Oh, y'all don't know the history. Y'all don't know they don't know the history. That's my bad.
I just before we get to what I just realized something. Let me get this 99 super chat. 99. Adrian Tyler said, I was going to ask if Thibodeau or Walker slipped to Atlanta with Jordan Davis on the board, would you consider it? But looks like Mike has spoken. But let me tell you something. Have y'all really paid attention to the schedule this year? All the teams on the schedule this year has one thing. A lot of them have one thing in common.
They can run the ball.
Ooh, you don't say.
I mean, you're going to be playing against Deshaun Watson, Justin Fields, Lamar Jackson. You got a lot of running back. Hold on, let me pull this schedule up so I can let y'all see this right quick. Let me see something.
Well, some of y'all well, that's what y'all be with it. My mind.
All right, go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the schedule up while y'all go ahead. Talking right quick.
Well, defense is the name of the game.
Way in the water.
Football in itself. We've been saying for a while, for months, for days, for weeks. Football ain't pretty, people. It ain't pretty. It never was. The oldest saying in the book, defense wins championship. Lombardi himself, the man that name on the damn trophy, said that back in 1961. And it still holds true to this day.
Right. All right.
So you know, when you out here and you having dumb conversations about a more quarterback and what could be, okay. We was having these same damn ignorant ass conversations last year, and that same damn quarterback that y'all wanted in here got sacked 9 times in the game.
All right, hold on. Let me go ahead and read this right quick. Okay, we got the Arizona Cardinals.
Right.
Got to run as it looked for right now. We don't know if Kyler Murray gonna be on that team.
Yeah.
You got the So you got the 40. Oh, look.
Right.
You got the San Francisco 49ers. What do they do well?
Run the ball.
Cleveland Browns.
Oh yeah. Run the ball.
Nick Chubb.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
Run the ball.
Oh, yeah. They want to run the ball.
We already know our 3 division opponents. We know how that's going right now. They're going to run the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Chargers going to throw the ball. Chicago going to run the ball.
They ain't
Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah, run the ball.
Run the ball.
Cincinnati Bengals. can run the ball.
Makes them run the ball.
The Rams
Can.
They can.
Don't they
Seattle
still got
Seahawks.
David Akers? Don't they still
Yep.
got David Akers?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Right.
Seattle Seahawks
Run the
gonna
ball.
run the ball. Washington football team or the Commanders
Yeah, the Commanders.
run the ball.
That's a and let me clear up this one more time because we got a couple of people that's in all in their feelings again. We're talking about what is the draft primary like when you look at the NFL draft first, okay? The NFL draft is supposed to be a place where you go to get players who's gonna make your team better. So we know on offensive side of the ball, they need a few guys, and you got a star for the most part. You got a decent offensive line. You got a couple running backs that can kind of add. You know, you're a couple of receivers away from being a pretty good offense. And again, just an average offense. You don't have the average in the NFL is about 20 points a game. So even with the offense that we have currently, you know, they can put up 20 points. I think that Falcons were a little bit, I think it was like 23, 20, somewhere in there, as far as their scoring offense last year. Even with the lack of players, they still put up a fair amount of points. But the point is that what you try to do in the draft is not get the best player. Because just because he's the best player in the draft doesn't necessarily mean he's going to add. It means that he's going to help the team get better. What do I mean by that? You go back to the Calvin Ridley draft. We needed defense.
Yep.
We need another receiver. We already had Muhammad Sanu. We already had Russell Gage. Not Russell Gage at the moment. I don't know who the third. It could have been Russell. But
I think Taylor Gabriel.
Yeah, I think we already had. You know,
Yeah,
it was the other guy. We let him. Dang, what his name is? But the other receiver, Justin Hardy. We had Justin Hardy.
Justin Hardy.
We had Justin Hardy, who was a capable slot receiver. So we had receivers there. We didn't need him. Falcons needed to improve the defense, but they went offensively and got another prissy star. So the Falcons right now, if you look at the offense, yeah, we could use another receiver, but Kyle Pitts is a unicorn. You can line him up anywhere. He's going to do his damn thing. So what the Falcons need at the present moment is guys who are going to run the ball and a quarterback who's just going to do his job. But defensively, we get ran through like Suki Hunter, like every other porn star watching at night.
Cherokee, Diaz, Carmen, hey, all them.
All of them. We get ran through like all of them.
Let legs cop way back.
Way back. So everybody get a turn. Everybody get a turn with the Falcons. Everybody get a turn with the Falcons. You feel me? So in order to fix this defense, in order to get the best out of the team, Falcons got to get the best. Right now, yeah, we need pass rushers. Like we wouldn't mind having another pass rusher, but for the most part, do we really know who the best pass rusher in this draft is? There's no clear pass rush. Number one pass rusher outside of my personal opinion is Jermaine Johnson, but is Jermaine Johnson really gonna help us with what we really need help with? Falcons could not stop the run. Let's just keep it 100. It didn't matter who. One of the main reasons why Jalen Hurts looked so good is because they were running the ball so well in that game. We couldn't stop the run.
Nope, couldn't stop it at all.
We could not stop the run. The common theme of last season was stopping the run. We had two linebackers with over 130 tackles. This man had 200 by himself.
On the flip side of that, we had 4 opposing running backs to have career days against this defense. I mean, come on now. It was like everybody was like teams were lining up fighting each other to play us because they could run at will.
I like this comment right now. My bad if you had something, but I like this comment.
He said, "Get cute draft picks, get cute losses."
Right.
And if you get cute draft picks and get cute losses, the players take the E out that motherfucker and get your ass cut.
Right. Yep.
But let me show the second part of these quotes that I got from here too. Let me go ahead and put these up right quick. Go ahead and get that comment out the way. Let's see. He also said that he feels good about secondary. Okay, we said that Richie Grant. He said he only experienced one losing season and is used to a tradition of winning or having high-ranked defenses in New England. Baltimore said that also started to take off in Tennessee, and that needs to happen here with our defense. He wants players to come into the building and expect the defense to be tough, to be good. Just wants to build a mental attitude of having expectations to be great on defense. Finish off the coaches, come and go, but it's the players that have to stick and keep hold of that mentality of being great.
Right. That's it.
So if y'all asking what that means, did the dude look like he got much? Did the dude look like he wants an okay defense?
Come on, man.
Let me say it again for those at home that don't understand the gravity.
You didn't have to bring that up. Oh God.
We're talking about a 71-year-old man, all right, was at the crib on his couch with his grandbabies. We didn't call him. He called Arthur. Now, there is some purpose. There is some reason for that. What made that man get up off his couch to want to come coach his defense? He had to see something. He had to see it in his mind. He had to have seen it in his mind. Oh, I can do something with that. And you don't think he don't miss words. Folks found out early in the season. Dean Pees does not mix his words. He say what he feel and mean what he say. He even said, "I'm 70 years old. Do y'all look like I give a damn?"
Right.
So if he's saying he wants to build a great defense, you know Terry and Arthur are listening.
So what y'all telling me is, let me get this straight. Hold on, before I do that, let me get this comment out the way. Tony right here, he brought up a bad memory right here. He said, if you remember 2018, Nick Chubb had his current career high rushing against us for over 220 yards, including a 90-yard touchdown run. That was the exact game I was done with Desmond Trufant right there. That was the exact game right there. I was done with Desmond Trufant after that game.
I know why.
And it was no, and the play I was done on Desmond Trufant was on that 90-yard touchdown run because he literally ran away from Nick Chubb.
Right.
I said,
told the pass and made an executive decision. I ain't doing it.
Right.
We get a lot of comments about, certain ideas. So just because you said that doesn't necessarily mean we're referring to you unless we actually call your name. We're not actually referring. So I just want to clear it up. When we speak in general for the most part. Because I have a group of nearly 20,000 people. Trust me, we see a lot of goofy comments. We see I wouldn't even say goofy. We see a lot of smart. We see all types of comments. So again, when we talk about what we see, especially on this show, we're talking about in general. So let's just get that,
There
straight.
are two phrases that could coin that particular anomaly right there. One, empty wagon making a lot of noise. Two, dogs will holler.
Dogs will holler, holler, holler.
Holla, 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 holla.
Something that comes out of these brains on this show, and you feel some kind of way about it. Obviously, you're on the wrong side of the idea.
That's an OG statement now.
That was an OG. Y'all might want to write that down. That was an OG statement. Y'all might need to write that down.
Some type of way. Honestly, on the wrong side of the idea.
Your emoji ain't been tipped. Your icon ain't been scrolled. But yet you run out here and you go to tick because you in your feelings. Obviously, you on the wrong side of the idea.
So let me ask y'all a question. Is Malik Willis gonna fix this defense?
Oh no.
Hell no.
Is Garrett Wilson gonna fix this defense?
Hell no. Yeah, you get the church version of that one. Hell no.
That shit.
Hell no, boy. Get that pat on the bell. Hell no on that one, boy.
I was about to say, boy, I almost passed the collection plate on that boy.
It was altar call here,
boy. That shit came with them patty. Hey, look, them shit came with them patty pies. That's what happened. That had Waffle House cook arms right there.
Oh shit.
I got greens, potatoes, you name it.
Oh my god.
That was a Tyler Perry holler right there.
Apparently, we feel the same way about that particular cat.
What is it? What is it? On my own. They looking at they looking at a picture of a quarterback. They be like, on my own. Back again.
Hey man.
You felt that bone, did you, boy?
That boy sung that shit. That shit just fumigated through his soul, through his feet, through his.
He sounded like the pastor of the meeting sermon there, boy.
Is it? The Church of Scientology in this motherfucker.
Oh boy.
But get back to what I say, boy. I about damn near forgot what the fuck I was gonna say too, man.
Right.
But
you was asking about these
oh yeah.
Not help this defense.
Right. And I'm not even talking about the guys that's talking about drafting the pass rusher, because like I said,
right.
Y'all got the right idea. We talk about the Drake Londons, the Garrett Wilsons.
Mhm.
We talking about the Chris Olaves and like, nah, but it ain't gonna work. But
I mean, and can I just justify a little bit of something? Okay, I
go ahead.
understand. Don't get it wrong, people. We understand the quarterback talk, but damn, at least talk about a quarterback that is pro ready. Y'all calling all these names, and I ain't heard damn person say Matt Carroll, who has played against pro ready defenses in the SEC. But y'all out here talking about all these projects, all these gonna take 4, 5, maybe 6 years to get right names that y'all keep calling. If you're gonna be talking about a quarterback, talk about one that's pro ready. It got to make sense, people. It just can't be a idea. You can't just throw it out there against the wall and hope it's gonna stick.
So y'all brought that point up right there. There was an article that we saw today that kind of opened up some eyes, and we're going to open up the call lines to get y'all opinions on this, but we want to get y'all let me see. Let me hit this right quick. Drew Truesdale said Matt Carroll and Ole Miss ran a lot of RPOs. The most RPO ready quarterback would be Sam Howell. We paid attention real closely.
Go ahead. I ain't gonna say that. This is all you can style.
I mean, Arthur Smith does run a lot of RPOs too now.
Yeah, don't say.
If you essentially look at Marcus Mariota at Tennessee, Ryan Tannehill, there's a lot of RPOs involved.
Yeah.
It just didn't look like it with Ryan Tannehill because you got Derrick Henry in the backfield. Which I think he's a one-dimensional back, but we just gonna leave that alone for right now. But you know, when he's in the game, they only gonna do one thing. Yeah, I said it. but there was a particular article that was put out today, and like I said, once again, we get shout out to Rashad for this one. Let me see if I can find it. And the article that was read today was by the USA Today Sports Plus. And the name of the article is called "Following Matt Ryan Trade, Atlanta Falcons Rebuild is a Chance to Win Its Fan Base Back."
Bullshit.
Do you really think that they can win this fan base back if they don't pick the guy that they want?
The uncomfortable conversation.
Now,
they don't want none because they don't want to hear my answer.
Now, this was a quote. Let me see who this guy. I'm trying to remember who the name was. This was a quote that was in this article. It said, "It's been a rough road. Atlanta is a city that thrives off excitement and star power. Just look at the successes of the Atlanta Braves, the Atlanta United, and Georgia Bulldogs." Well, most people here in Atlanta don't count Atlanta United, but most football fans don't count Atlanta United, but we just leave that for another day too.
Falcons fans don't care about winning, so that's not true with the Falcons.
Okay, I want you to okay. Here's the quote that I wanted to say. "Many fans still clamor for the Michael Vick experience. Attendance jumped from a season crowd total of 425,717 in 2001, Vic's rookie season, to a season total that averaged 561,974 over the next 5 years.
Read that one more time. That last part again.
Vic's rookie season from 425,000 to averaging almost 560,000 the next 5 seasons. And this was the quote right here that was said. Vic was the first Falcon where fans came to the away games just to see him play. He was exciting even though they lost.
That's a lie.
This is probably a good part of the reason why a certain portion of the fan base turned on Matt Ryan.
Like, you want to go first, or should I go on and undress him?
Hold on. Let me finish it up right quick. He said, it could be why many pushed for Watson to join the team. His ability to create dazzling plays would have offered a glimpse of the days when Vic was a walking highlight reel. However, that is just one section of the fan base. The others just want to win, and it didn't matter. If those wins were pretty, but the organization didn't win on a regular basis.
I'm sorry, what win?
That's exactly what he just said. That's what he said.
What wins? Okay, first of all, that first point about Michael Vick being the first Atlanta Falcon player that people came to go see on the road, lie.
No, we're talking about here, Sam.
Yes. He went, man. Okay, I'm sorry. We did draft that guy named Deion Sanders.
I don't remember him. I ain't never heard of him.
You know, Deion Sanders don't matter here in Atlanta. You gotta remember that.
I don't remember.
If it ain't Michael Vick, everybody else is sick.
You know. Okay.
But we know
Deion. What that statement says, what that article says, what that whole little soliloquy says, these people that call themselves fans do not care about winning. They don't. We were on average, when a certain other quarterback that came behind Mr. Vick, we were a 10+ win team on a regular basis. We actually made playoff runs with this other guy of a different color. All right. We actually went to a Super Bowl. And to those of you that want to run that, well, we went to Lambeau. Yeah, we went to Lambeau, but it wasn't because of him that we won the damn game. That defense showed up and showed out and shut Brett Favre down. So stop it. We're trying to bring that up all the time for your big torch carrying asses. Yes, sir.
The reason why we bringing this up is, have y'all heard about the new thing going on with Atlanta now?
Yeah.
Apparently, people are now pushing for the Falcons to trade for Kyler Murray.
Oh no. First of all, who Who the hell?
No. You ain't going first on this one. I'm sorry. I got going first.
Go
Hell no.
because I already know you finna. You got.
For one, we already ain't got no money to begin with. Two, I'm not the first contract that I'm trying to sign with this team. Ain't for a guy that's already trying to run himself out of a situation where he has almost every weapon imaginable just given to him.
Yep.
They hired a coach specifically for him.
Yep.
Okay, let me repeat that again. They deliberately hired a coach, got rid of a quarterback, didn't even get a guy a chance.
Right.
They ran out of time, and this is one of the reasons why Josh Rosen. Let's just keep it 100. That's the real reason why Josh Rosen has not become the quarterback that he is, because they never gave this young man a decent shot to actually learn the position at quarterback, and he went to a horrible another horrendous situation that didn't help them out anyway. So he never had a chance to begin with. All right, but back on the subject at hand. Kyler Murray had everything handed to him. They gave him receivers. God knows how many receivers. God knows how many offensive linemen. God knows how many offensive running backs. And this little bastard, and that's exactly what he is, because he acting like a man who ain't had no daddy before. He ain't had no parents. He acting like a spoiled ass brat, crying because he want $50 million. Motherfucker, can you carry $50 million? Because you look like you're about 5'2". You can't stay in the pocket. You're always running for your life. And the playoff game that you did, you look like absolute horseshit. So what the hell I'm going to pay $50 million for some Kyler Murray who barely is taller than Doug Flutie? What have you done to deserve $50 million? Get out. At least get out of the first round before you start talking about $50 million. And I can hear the voices of these players. Well, why are you always trying to keep the player down? Look, stop that bullshit.
Right.
Because guess what? You got to earn it. You get to a point where Matt Ryan, Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, Drew Brees, they earned that money, that opportunity to get. I don't see any MVPs on his resume. I don't see any, I went to the NFC Championships.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see any of that on his resume. And Mr.
Super Bowl.
I don't see a Super Bowl appearance on his resume. And Mr. Doug Flutie, and that's probably even disrespectful to Doug Flutie, because I've seen Doug Flutie have some magical moments. So that's even disrespectful to him. So before Mr. Kyler, and I'm not going to get on the name itself. I don't know. No, I'll just pass on that one. But stop. Just stop. You begging for $50 million and you ain't did shit. If I'm the owner of any business and you up here, you ain't put in the work, you ain't had one day where you stayed at the job on the job for 12 hours, 16 hours, don't come to me talking about I want to raise. I'll raise your ass clean the fuck up out of here like Uncle Phil. Right. Jazz, clean out the damn door. Your ass is gone. I'll build the defense.
You can clearly tell the mind state of this fan base. You look. Okay, like I said, you ain't been to back-to-back Super Bowls to demand $50 million a year. You ain't, number one. And for this fan base to be clamoring to bring that unstable, mental, immature, dumbass here, come on, man. Again, I say it again. Since y'all ain't heard me any other time that I said it. You won't get your 40 acres and a mule just for having an African American quarterback in here in Atlanta. You won't. If you don't like it, so be it. But that's the situation that y'all create here with all this asinine foolishness that y'all try to get these quarterbacks that ain't worth the Buffalo nickel. Dang. You just made a wild card game. You out here talking about I want $50 million. Fool.
Oh boy.
You didn't win.
It looked like crap. He looked like crap. He was the reason why they lost. The defense, man, come on, man. Look, don't. Go ahead, K-Star. I know you cooking up something over there, man.
Oh no, I'm just checking up on this score. Oh, looking at these scores over here. Like I said, the Hawks look like they down by 8 right now.
No, they down 6.
They down 6 now.
Yeah, they down 6. Capella's out for the game.
Okay,
that happened in the first half.
So, but
we in it.
We still in the game though. We still in the game. So we gonna do it. We gonna do it like this tonight. We got about another 30 minutes. We got another about 30 minutes or so.
Mm-hmm.
So
what we're gonna do 3 hours at times.
All right.
I mean, you know, there are some. Okay, we gonna be good tonight.
Right. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna open it up tonight. But the thing is, everybody's gonna have about 5 minutes to get your point across if it's a whole bunch of people.
Mm-hmm.
Because we not finna do this 3-hour thing. Not right now.
No.
So we're gonna open it up. See who all gonna give your thoughts on the Dean Pees or whatever you got on your mind. If you ain't, hold on, wait a minute. Oh man, we're gonna get my man Los Falcons. Alex, we're gonna get you here in a second. Los Falcons, what is going on, homie?
What's going on, everybody?
What's happening?
What's going on?
Man, nothing much, man. What
I hear the energy. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, you feel the goosebumps, don't you? Goosebumps.
Ooh, you got my Puerto Rican blood pumping right now. That Boricua blood is pumping, Papa.
Hey, you see that, man? He like
real quick, man. Let me just say this real quick. Deshaun Watson set a bar, and I don't know why he was the one that set the bar to get paid. Right? $230 million. What you think Joe Burrow gonna want? Right? Mm-hmm. They sell you on this 10-year plan. The 10-year quarterback plan now. Now, if Malik Willis is that 10-year quarterback, draft him. If you think he's the guy that's going to get us over that bridge, fine. I'm all right with that. But the OG said it right there. My man said it. He ain't pro ready. And you looking at too many Lex Lugers and not enough Ric Flairs.
Right.
Woo!
You thinking that you going to get the total package, but it's a difference between having Flair and being Ric Flair.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And Terry Fontenot, all you got to do, bro, if you watching this retape, this relive, whatever it is, win the draft, period. Just win it. Start there first. Start by winning that draft, winning that war room. All right?
There it is.
That's it. We talking, everybody going back and forth, this, that, and the third, and you got a lot of these fake Falcon fans that jump on and jump off. We know that already. I wear this. I'm from Jersey. I wear this proud up here, fam. I'm in giant country. I don't never fold. You see what I'm saying? And I don't know. I'm not the smartest guy in the room, but you ain't never gonna catch me folding. That's all I gotta say. The energy is there, baby. Don't get this Puerto Rican boy started. Don't get this Puerto Rican boy started.
I feel it.
Hey, man.
Get this Puerto Rican boy started. Your boy Wolf, man, put the 2 cents in, man. Let's keep it 100.
Hey, man. So, hey, you got any social media, anything you want the people to follow you on? Or anything,
man, Los Falcons YouTube. Hit me up on there. I just started my journey from last season. Just come, you know what I'm saying? Just show your boy Wolf some love. I show any Atlanta Falcon content creator love, any fan, any real one. I stand with y'all, man. 100, man. I don't care about no 28-3. I don't care about none of that. Because I still smack fire out of somebody if I have to.
We get in the trenches.
I got some rice and beans. I got a whole pot of rice and beans for the haters out here, man. You already know what it is. I got a whole pot of rice and beans out here with some chuletas and a chancleta. You feel me?
Oh my goodness.
I
feel you on that, man. Hey, man, y'all make sure y'all go follow Los Falcons over there, man. YouTube channel. We definitely gonna give you a follow when we get off of here, man.
Love all of y'all, man. We ride that same color. We ride that same wave. I love everybody, man, that's riding these colors right here.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
that's it.
Yes,
and I be in the South. My sister live in Georgia. So don't let me pop up down here. Don't let me pop up down here. You know what I'm saying? Don't let me pop up down there.
Hey, man, we love the energy, man. So we're going to definitely go ahead and give you a subscribe over there, man. Let's go ahead and get a couple
man.
more
Thank you. Appreciate y'all, man. Thank you so much. Salute, man. Salute to all of y'all. Thank you for having me on real quick, man. Thank you.
Hey, man, no problem, man. Let's go ahead and see who else we got on here. We're going to bring both of these guys on. Alex, what's going on, man?
What's going on? What's going on?
Hey, man, that man got everybody pumping over here, boy. What's good with you?
You know, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I mean, yeah, basically, I like the vision that Dean Pees has, you know, and I'm just hoping for the best in the draft. That's pretty much it.
Right.
Okay. So you feel like they not finna let him not get his thing.
Yeah, I mean, this is a draft where quite frankly, you know, it's the moving point. It's the moving point. You know, we gotta really nail this draft to like really solidify what we're gonna do in the future. You know, like it's gonna show what we're gonna do for the future. You know, it's the foundation.
Definitely. Pat Norris, man, what's going on, man? What you got for us, Pat?
Fellas, what's good, man? Hey, I thank y'all so much, man, for the content, man. Man, being on here with you all on Thursdays and Fridays and whenever y'all come on, man, there's a great stress reliever. I'm serious. No, shoot. I think we all on kindred spirits about this, man. Our defensive line needs to improve, man. I think we are making the right moves. I think we are playing major chess, you know, beating everybody on trying to get checkmates with pawns. So I think we good on the. I think we share the same thoughts for the defensive line, and I don't think that we're gonna. I think we're gonna be very good. I think we're gonna be surprisingly good. I mean, Marcus Mariota, this is an opportunity for him to, to prove himself. He's only 28, so he's still young. Lorenzo Carter on the as the edge, he's 28 years old. So I think as much as I think we're gonna be very. What'd you say?
No. That my bad. That my bad.
Oh,
I
my
had something playing
bad.
back here.
No. No, I think we're gonna be. I think we're gonna be all right, man. And we just stick to the plan, and I think we're gonna be good. And K Styles, I did kind of took a look at that guy named Romeo. Is it Dobbs from Nevada?
Dubs,
Romeo
yeah,
Dobbs.
Dubs,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
boy.
yep.
Surprisingly, boy.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie. If he's there,
Yep. Yep.
I ain't.
Uh-huh.
Hey, I, I, I,
Hey,
that
Y'all wonder why I was
that
high on Carson Strong?
that
Mm-hmm.
dude,
Mm-hmm.
dude. I
Mm-hmm.
I did a mock draft today, and I kept kind of just picking other players. I got him in fourth or fifth round. I'm like, this guy's special. The
Mm-hmm.
guy is 6'2", 200 pounds. The guy is special.
He fast.
The guy is special. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. You throw the ball up and he's catching it like because Carson Strong threw it short, and the guy was behind, and the defensive back was had his back turned. The dude leaped over his back and caught the ball for a touchdown. That dude don't give a damn.
Yeah, he pretty
that
good. He's
that dude
pretty
is
good.
good. I think that dude is good.
hey man. Hey, like we told you over here. Hey, Alex over here. Alex, he's the told you he's the residential scout over here.
Oh,
Right.
speaking of which, uh-huh. So y'all heard about the UCLA tight end for the draft visit, right?
Yep.
Yeah, keep an eye on that. Like seriously, keep eye on. Oh, actually, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, this is gonna be a prime opportunity for me to shout out Noah real quick. I'm pretty sure you guys may not know about him, but Noah's talked about it on one of his shows. There's a guy named Amani Rogers who was originally a quarterback for Ohio, the University of Ohio. Not Ohio State, but Ohio. Um, and that guy is fast. He's fast, agile, and practically never played a lick of tight end until the Shrine Bowl. And this is against like safeties that are probably gonna go in like the mid rounds, right? On his first lick of like his first route, that guy beat a DB that's probably been playing for years back to high school and beat him clean without even real nuance to the game. So that's a guy that's probably going to go undrafted and is amongst like some guys in the draft community. They're expecting him to have that Darren Waller effect where people may sleep on him now because he hasn't exactly had coaching because he just transferred over to tight end like during this Shrine Bowl. But that guy has the cleanest and the most he's the most athletic tight end in the entire draft. You can put whoever that dude from Maryland, he doesn't come close. Dude from what else? Dude from Coastal Carolina, Isaiah Likely doesn't come close. Nobody comes close. Not even close.
Can I say one more thing real quick? I think that it's not just because Jordan Davis is just big. He a mountain of a dude, Black Thanos. The thing about the thing about Dan Pees defense is everybody when he was with the Ravens, everybody talked about Ray Lewis and Shrugs and what's the safety they had?
Eric.
Ed Reed. But nobody, people forget about they had somebody in the middle named Saragusa.
Only not
Sam Adams.
Sam Adams. And
Yep.
and they were run big old run stoppers. And this team made me feel like it was a movie called Wildcats with Goldie Hawn and Wesley Snipes, how they were just bad. Then all of a sudden they just started getting whooping people ass and winning championship. So I'm excited about this season. I really am to prove a whole bunch of folk wrong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's likely that we're gonna. I think it's likely that we're gonna get him. I'm not trying to like raise our hopes or anything, but I think it's likely. As you said, Dean Pees is really a guy who likes to have his run stuffers, and he tried to implement that in the middle of the season. Like he got Anthony. He was like, I'm not gonna go through this season with Tyler Davidson as my starting nose tackle. That's not gonna happen. So he brought along three nose tackles to try and fill the job. So I think that it's likely that we're gonna go Jordan Davis.
Say that last part again, Alex. Say that last part again. What you just said.
What, Tyler Davidson?
Yeah, you said.
Yeah.
You said.
Yeah.
He's not going to go through the season trying to use three guys to do one job.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And they all and sometimes they even played together to try to maximize their talents. And quite frankly, it's not a secret. Anybody with I don't want to say anyone with eyeballs because that's kind of insulting, but anyone who knows the game of football knows that you can't go into a full season with I don't know, Tyler Davidson and what's his name? What's his name? Tristan Hill from the Cowboys as your nose tackles. You can't do that. You can't do that. So you got to have some big guys. And I think that with Jordan Davis' statement, with how Dean Pees likes to operate, the fact that he's from Atlanta, there's a lot of things that I believe is connecting towards Jordan Davis. So I mean, I'm not surprised if he gets selected. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I want to say this again. I've been saying it all day. All these kids from Georgia have been going around and visiting all these NFL franchises. Has anybody other than me knows that Jordan Davis has not left the state of Georgia since his last NCAA snap?
I think I've noticed that because
yeah.
Jermaine Johnson I think is taking visits.
I'm just saying. That boy, has not left the state of Georgia for nothing, not to go see nobody for nothing. He been here. Let that sink in.
I think that visit probably went as well as it could have. Because for Jordan Davis to say that he wants to stay home publicly, I don't think he would just say he wants to stay home knowing that something isn't gonna go right. I mean, I know that he's trying to like remain humble, but I think that Arthur Smith is probably in the works behind that, trying to like tell him to keep a low profile just in case anything else is going on. But yeah, I mean, like he feels a need, and I just want to say for anyone who's bringing counter arguments against Jordan Davis, that from my point, I'm not biased because I've said on this show multiple times that I wasn't even the first one to be the first one to like Jordan Davis. As a matter of fact, I still probably have certain guys in my personal preference that I like to draft, but Jordan Davis makes sense, makes a lot of sense, and fills a big need. So I'm not mad if we don't.
Say that again. Say it again. Say.
I'm just like I've been scouting Jordan Davis since the season, since the preseason. So I knew about Jordan Davis, but there was a lot of guys that I wanted to draft beforehand. However, Jordan Davis, like no one can argue the fact that having a nose tackle that's as good as him, like there are nose tackles that are good, but as good as him, where you can suck in double teams like it's nothing. Pause, of course. But just take double teams like it's just a casual Wednesday. And then on top of it, run really fast to make sure plays on the outside don't work. Like running plays on the outside don't work. So like, and just the idea of the possibility of Grady Jarrett teaching Jordan Davis some moves for the pass so he can play on passing downs is just frightening. But again, I like Jordan Davis. I haven't fell in love with Jordan Davis to like blind me from other picks, but I really see the appeal and I think it makes sense. So that's just where I'm at with it.
Mike, can I ask you a question, man? Why won't they hire Chuck Smith?
One, Chuck doesn't want to be a coach right now. That's for one. Previously, I'm assuming from the Falcons standpoint that he just didn't have a resume, but like Chuck just doesn't want to be a coach. He's clearly the master at pass rushing at this point. I don't think there's a better guy in the NFL, um, college and high school. But Chuck doesn't want to be a head coach. He doesn't want to be a coach. He loves what he's doing. He's making a good living, and he's responsible for the best pass rushers the game has seen right now. So Chuck doing fine.
Okay, because I was just
Yeah.
like, man, that dude is so good, but I can understand that because they give him the free range to kind of float
Yeah.
around. And one more quick, have y'all scouted Kentucky's? I can't remember their first name, but the last name is Pascal, and is it
Yeah.
Kennard or
Oh,
Kennard or Kennard?
Yeah. Yeah.
I've already looked at Kennard. I already looked at Kennard.
Pascal too.
Yeah,
I know about him.
Yeah.
I
They
know
good.
about Pascal.
They're pretty decent. I thought it was
Pascal's not my favorite, but he's good. A lot of people have had good reviews about him, and I think he's okay. I have other guys that I like more, but he's good. You wouldn't. It's not a bad pick. It's not a controversial pick either. Kennard, I think, is a tad bit rawer in my opinion, but he can suffice. So I personally. Ooh, I mean, first of all, mad props to Tony Wright because he's been talking about Christian Watson for the longest, and that man Christian Watson's built different. I'm gonna be honest. That 6'5", 4'3" is insane to me. Like I pray that man falls to the second because that would be a mistake.
I told you, Plexico Burris.
Shut up.
I mean, 6'5", 4'3". 6'5", 4'3". Not to mention that this man was killing people in the Senior Bowl, like murdering people in the Senior Bowl. It's not even. I'm gonna stop before I actually have a panic attack because this guy's different. He's different. That man different.
But Josh Pascal, if you're talking, he's like he. If you remember Justin Tuck, that's exactly who Josh Pascal is. Is Justin Tuck.
Good comparison.
Good, but undersized defense. Because they say he's like an outside linebacker / defensive tackle.
He's a tweener.
Yeah.
So it's hard to kind of project him.
Oh, my bad.
Okay.
Yeah. Doesn't mean he ain't bad. He's not bad.
Oh yeah, he's good.
He's got. But the thing is, he's got to be in the right system with the right players around him.
Yeah.
Okay.
And personally, I still believe in Marlon Davidson. That's just me. Like I still want to see what's good with Marlon Davidson. He has flashes, and I'm not worried about. Well, I mean, I might be worried about his counters, but I'm not necessarily worried about his initial plan in terms of like attacking the offensive lineman because his Senior Bowl was like one of the most prettiest things I've ever seen in my life. But that's besides the point. But yeah, I'd be willing to still give him another shot, and because Grady's going to be getting double teams, and I feel like he'll still be able to capitalize off that in passing downs. And I think that Dean Pees is still using him in that mold. So I think he'll still try and get some pressures. So
let me ask y'all this: would y'all take two wideouts in the second? Like if a Christian Watson and the guy from Nevada?
Hell no, nope. Look. I want to get.
I don't think drafting two.
I want to put some ski masks on. I want to start taking people lunch. The hell with that prissy shit.
Okay.
I want to get a wide receiver, but I don't necessarily want to draft two because I think what we're missing is that
Look, let me say something.
Oh, we sure did.
In every draft, you're gonna have a chase. You're gonna have a Calvary, you're gonna have a Julio, we're gonna have great wide receivers. Great wide receivers and skill players you can always replace. I say it all the time, you can replace numbers. It's not difficult to replace numbers at all. Okay. So I'm not worried about skill players. What I am concerned about being able to stop players.
Oh yeah, in the first round, yeah, no one's talking about taking wide receiver in the first. I think taking two wide receivers is a question mark, but I think in like I don't, honestly it depends because like the drop off in wide receivers is quite clear to me. So like if you don't get Christian Watson or Jalen Tolbert, who's a more available option in the second or third, possibly even fourth. Actually, no, just second or third because he's not going to fall to the fourth. Then at that point, I probably wouldn't get a wide receiver because the type of wide receiver that we need are more guys that are X's, like guys that can play on the boundary and win with speed, win with release, and get open and catch balls. Pause, of course. So if we don't have that, then I don't really want to get another like small
You just
miniature
gonna try to
receiver.
slide over that real like you gonna real good try to slide over that real quick.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Yeah, let's not dive into it.
He been hanging
I
around us
said
too
pause.
much.
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to.
He been hanging around us too much. All
But
right.
yeah.
Hold on, let me get that make you fumble. What's going on, homie?
Yo, what up, Falcons family?
What's up with you?
What's up?
All right. 2 more weeks now.
2
2
more
weeks. I can't wait.
What you got on the topic, or you got anything else on your mind you want to talk about?
So I was thinking about that. What y'all guys think about trading down? And if you were to trade down, how far would you plan on going?
Shit, not far.
I'll
Would you trade out the top 10?
Yeah, at all, because if you ain't giving me the house, the garage, your vacation home, your chillings, I'm just saying, I ain't moving.
A team that I'd consider trading down with if we were not gonna get Jordan Davis would be the Chargers and have them give me Sebastian Joseph Day in order to compensate for that. But I don't. Like my idea of trading down is gonna be a tad bit different from others because I don't know. Like I like a lot of players in this draft, but I do want to make sure that we are good in the run game. So like getting a defensive tackle and replacement would be ideal. Like the Jags with Fadukasi or the Chargers with what's his name? Sebastian Joseph Day, or like the Buffalo Bills with Tim Settle, which I know no one's gonna even they're not gonna ask a lot for Tim Settle because even though they signed him, he's not well known, and I don't think they pay a lot of money to him. So I
gotta say something real quick. Again, maybe I'm just making a little bit too much sense, but when we talk about the draft, what we want to do is eliminate certain things. Okay, you want to eliminate and make your job easier in free agency. You want to make your job easier in the future. Why am I saying this? If you get a pass rusher, and you don't have another Jordan Davis, and that coming up in this draft, guess what? That hole is still there. We still have not stopped the run. So yeah, we've gotten pass rushers, but we still can't stop the run. So it becomes a process of elimination. You get one of the most difficult things to do, and as far as the skill set, you don't have guys built like John Henderson and Jordan Davis who can stop the run. So it becomes easier for the Falcons in future to just focus on, all right, we got our run stuff, and we got Anthony Rush, and we got Jordan Davis. Now we can have some fun when a pass rusher comes into free agency. Guys at the top of the draft. All right, we don't have to worry about that type of stuff now. So it's easy. It makes the job easier for. And I know why Sam is losing his damn mind. We'll get to that, but it becomes easier. Instead of looking for a pass rusher and a run stopper and a linebacker who can cover and a linebacker who can do this, it becomes a process of elimination. So when you get that one guy that can specialize in one thing, it helps the defense in its entirety. So one of the best things what people don't say about their Baltimore defense, they weren't a great pass rushing team. They wasn't a great pass rushing team. They was number one, top 5. They were barely out of the top 3 and stopping the run every year. They stopped the run, and that's what made that defense. If you look at even look at the Pittsburgh Steelers for years, Casey Hampton, those big old guys, and big nasty guys in the middle, they stopped the run first, which allowed them to be able to get after the quarterback. The sick guys like Joey Porter. What's the other psycho name?
James Harrison.
James Harrison. They allowed them to do their job. So stopping the run allows you opportunity to get after the pass rusher.
So that goes back to so Mike, you made a post earlier today where I suggested if for whatever reason if Malik Willis falls to 8, I have this distinct feeling that the Falcons will take him at 8.
It's not
I
good.
don't think so.
Hold
on. Let him finish. Let him finish.
I want Jordan Davis.
All right, hold on. Stop.
I want Jordan Davis.
Hold on. We give questions around here. We don't just have opinions. We ask you questions on top of it. Why is that? You can't just make opinions and then all right, we're gonna run away from it. Why do you think that?
I mean, I just have this distinct feeling that they're in the market for a quarterback. I think I made myself well known that I want Jordan Davis, but
I said, why do you feel the Falcons are in? Because I don't think they've said anything about drafting a quarterback. Anything, they said they was going to be patient.
So you didn't see so Arthur Smith didn't bring that up at all?
I think when it comes to, because
he's looking for the next quarterback that he's looking for a Matt Ryan type of quarterback, and that's bland. That's not necessarily something like that. He could mean leadership. He can mean this and that. Like that's bland. But Falcons never said that they were in the market for a quarterback. Not once.
And he didn't specify in which year he's looking for that quarterback neither.
Okay.
I understand the feeling as to why you would feel that, just simply because of how close Malik Willis is linked to the Falcons, but I doubt it because just from watching Marcus Mariota's press conference and how they were talking and how I think Marcus Mariota felt with the trust of Arthur Smith and how he was smiling and prepared, I think that they're going along assuming that he's going to be the starter. Not to mention that the rumors before we traded Matt Ryan was under the assumption that Mariota was going to start after we signed him. So I think that we're going to go with Marcus Mariota. If we were to take a quarterback, I hope it's not in the first round. But yeah, I don't think we would draft him at 8. I think if we were going to draft,
want to know why that, because like I said, I we give people say, oh, we are going to draft this. At this point, we really don't know what the Falcons are going to do. They could take Sauce, they could take Jordan, they could take Malik, but they've never been clear about anything that they wanted to do. Okay. As far as especially the draft, they never gave it away with Kyle Pitts. We had to look at the roster how the roster was constructed at the time to see, all right, Julio Jones did what he did, and that kind of open the door to say, all right, for certain, we getting Kyle Pitts because we couldn't count. So it was a series of events to say, all right, this guy. And the only reason why I'm really asking you this question because they signed Marcus Mariota to a 2-year deal.
Okay.
So yeah,
A lot of people are.
Relatively cheap.
let them finish, Sam. Let them finish. But go ahead.
No, I was finished. No, I heard you. I heard what you said. I was finished.
Okay.
A lot of people are dismissing the Mariota signing because when you hear Marcus Mariota's name, automatically people think hurt, cut. All right, and I'm kind of referencing back to what I said last week. If you watch his interview, you see a guy that is coming to this situation with his eyes wide open. He has no illusions about what the deal is here and what his part in it is here. All right, and then two, you want a guy that has been through some adversity and has an actual reason to want to be on the field, and you have that in Mariota. Okay, there are a lot of people that commonly have it in their mind, right, that we're gonna fold to the fan pressure, the NFL board of directors pressure of we need to be making some money, so y'all need to draft a black quarterback bullshit. And that's it's a reality. Because of one former player, which was the worst, and it was kind of a good thing, but it was also a bad thing that happened to this city. But for what this staff has done so far in this offseason, I'm not putting any coins in that hat of a quarterback because of what they've already done on the offensive side of the ball in free agency and what the old man just said a few hours ago. The identity, and I posted it and I said it. We ain't had this defensive-minded concept since Dan Reeves, and that's just keeping it a buck.
No, yeah.
You know, that's just keeping it a buck. It is time. We look this past season and the season before last, dude.
You mean the previous 3 seasons?
3 seasons, okay.
I'm just talking about the previous 2 at the moment because of the blown lead, lead situations, and not being able to stop the run.
Yeah.
Yeah, I miss those days.
Ladies and gentlemen, we gave up 2,000 plus yards on the ground. Let's stop giving credence to drafting the quarterback at 8 when this defense couldn't stop my 92-year-old grandmama from crossing the 50-yard line.
Thank you.
And knowing and this coaching staff, they want their job. They're not going to bring a 5 to 6 year project in here to play quarterback for this team.
Oh yeah, that's like one of the reasons for not drafting Malik Willis. It's because it's more of a potential thing. Like I like to make the comparison. Like to me, he's like the Derek Stingley of quarterbacks, where you're hoping for what he can be because of his physical attributes, the fact that he can run and has a cannon of an arm, and he suffices in some areas of being a quarterback, but he's not polished.
Hold on. You made something. One thing I like about Dean Pees, and even Bill Belichick has said this before. When you get in the business of drafting guys because he has potential, a lot of times you're gonna end up
Unemployed.
being fired. Your ass gonna get fired. So Malik and a lot of these quarterbacks are just not ready. You're gonna put them in a position where they can succeed. And having a guy like Malik Willis here is just not conducive for anything. Why? Because one, Kyle Pitts had a major weakness last year. That he still made the Pro Bowl with these weaknesses. He was not a very good route runner at all.
Rounding off.
Not a very
Rounding off.
Yeah,
I
he was not a very
rounding
good route runner. That was all sheer talent. He got 1,000 yards just based off his talent. So when this guy learned how to run routes, learn how to use his body like Tony Gonzalez and all the Travis Kelce, that dude is going to be a disgusting human being. Like I said, he can play in and everywhere. He's going to be nasty. So this is the reason why I say right now, too, who the hell said they got all this time to wait? This is the NFL.
I'll be honest.
Nobody know if he got Arthur Blank is giving him 3 years to mess up. Like, come on, let's keep it 100. That man ain't got. Who the hell say he gonna give Terry Fontenot and Arthur Smith 3 years to just wait for a quarterback to be something? Come on, people. Half of y'all don't even got that, but half of y'all don't even have that patience to damn wait for players to develop on Madden. But somehow we're supposed to wait 3 years for a quarterback.
Boy, say that again. Say it again. Say that again. Say it again.
They don't have enough patience to wait for not even just quarterback, just players on Madden. If he's not putting up the numbers, he's not doing this, y'all cut his ass or trade.
Cut. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Immediately. So this man ain't got time that man ain't got time to wait for players. This is one reason you gotta just go for the most NFL ready or for whatever player that's best for you at the moment. That's gonna add to it.
And I think that's an interesting point because, like, you brought up the fact that Kyle Pitts had a weakness in route running. And I'd even say that in some ways it's not even really a weakness because when you think about it, the people that he was matched up with, he got matched up with, or they put corners on him. They put Xavier Howard on him. He did well against him. They put Stephon Gilmore on him. He got a few out routes on him, and it actually looked pretty well from a route running perspective.
That boy, every number one corner they put up against him.
They put up on, and they doubled him if they couldn't have a good number one corner to go up against him. So he's a threat, period. Like wide receiver, tight end or not, like you need to put someone good on him. Like you can't just put a random guy from the 6th round. He better be the best man coverage guy in the draft if you're putting him on Kyle Pitts, because the guys that they're putting on are Stephon Gilmore, Xavier Howard, Kyle Duggar, who's a freak of an athlete, and guys like that. They won't dare put Javon Holland or Sean Gibson or Eric Rowe on Kyle Pitts because that's just a slaughterhouse waiting to happen. So.
And go back to what he said, Dean Pees said in the interview with 92.9 Game. He brought up something very important, extremely important, is that he couldn't be aggressive because he didn't have the necessary guys up front.
All right,
He couldn't play a lot of man because
a
lot of those guys just couldn't get home. When you don't have guys who can't get home, you can't play a lot of man. So even if you got a Sauce Gardner, you still got to be able to get home. Okay, got to be able to get home.
And like I said, here's the other statement. States that he believes the team will be better with the interior defensive line.
Oh yeah, that's what I want to hear.
Yeah, it is the run.
Yeah.
It's the run because you can cite multiple times on tape where I'm just looking and I'm like, can we get a little bit of shedding and like holding some double teams, please? And like that's like it's not only just the fact that you're holding on double teams and shedding because there are some guys right now that are in free agency that you could get that do that same job. The difference between Linval Joseph, who is a very good defensive tackle, and Jordan Davis is the fact that Jordan Davis can also penetrate and explode through gaps if needed to, and not and also if needed, and he also shuts down runs to the outside. Like if you want to run stretch or outside zone, because you can't hold up and push him, and also because he can possibly beat you to the spot too. It's too much of a headache to guard him. And not to mention, he could even penetrate backside and let the linebackers do the job. Like it's really, really like he's like hard to game plan about if you're really run first offense. Therefore, meaning that more than not you have to pass the ball. And our secondary is getting better. I won't say that it's perfected because again I don't really believe in Casey Hayward's man coverage skills as more people do, but it is getting better to the point where now you can start predicting people's moves and adjusting accordingly. Whereas another way you're like begging for people not to run the ball so you don't get slashed for like an easy 5 or 7 yards. So.
I'm actually getting goosebumps thinking about Jordan Davis and Grady Jarrett. Wow.
I'm telling you. Imagine if Grady even works with his pass rushing skills. Like you know how Grady Jarrett was rumored to be working with Devontae Wyatt with his pass rushing during the Senior Bowl and stuff like that, and during high school, and how they linked up with each other. Imagine with Grady Jarrett and Jordan Davis and that potential with his pass rushing upside. Because notice how people didn't say that Jordan Davis doesn't have pass rushing upside. You're debating whether or not like it can be tapped into, not the fact that he can't do it. Period. You're debating whether or not it can be tapped into, and he has. Fortunate for Jordan Davis, he would have one of the best pass rushing interior defensive linemen in the entire league. So just imagine what he could possibly do with that upside. So
6'6", 340 pounds, and ran at what 4.77 or some shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
yeah,
Hey,
4.87.
Look, I don't give a damn about the 4.7. He ran the 10-yard split in 1.5 seconds.
Right.
And it shows up on tape. It shows up on tape. It's not just numbers. Like he can shut down plays to the outside. It's not just a joke, because if he was just a guy that could shore up the inside, we wouldn't necessarily be talking about him right now. Like he's good, yeah. He's big and he can shut things down inside, but that's not a reason why I would want to draft him at 8. Maybe at 20, but not at 8. The reason why I could consider drafting him at 8 is because not only can he shut down things in the inside, he can help shut down things on the outside, things that he's not even drafted to supposed to be shutting down. Like that is what separates him from other defensive tackles.
Right.
So that's just, and not to mention he sheds with ease. Not like, oh, it's hard to shed like other defensive linemen. I don't know. Like I could maybe use Anthony Rush as an example, but I think he's still pretty good. But he has a harder time shedding, even though he can still shed. When you compare it to Jordan Davis, where he can just shed people off with ease. Like it's not even work for him. Like he's probably he I don't want to make comparisons, but a lot of people have compared him to Derek Brown. You guys compared him to Vince Wilfork, I think, a few times. He's probably up there with Kenny Clark too. Like he could at least out the gate, and that's where I see him. So that's just me.
Right. I'm about to say, let's go ahead and kind of wind it down for the night. And as we say, Trae Young is a motherfucking animal when it comes down to it.
Boy, hey, I've been over here.
The motherfucker is sick, man. Y'all look like some damn fools, now. Y'all look, everybody, all y'all hate motherfuckers look like some goddamn idiots. Y'all look like pure idiots.
Hey, like I said, if
You know what
Skip
I'm talking
Bayless hit,
about.
hey
Sam know
look,
what I'm talking. He look like a damn
hey
fool
look,
now, saying all that
hey
crazy
look,
shit about that boy.
hey look,
Y'all look
hey
dumb as
look,
hell.
hey look. If Skip Bayless hate him, you know he's good.
Right.
I mean, I hope for the best for the Falcons. I like because I already know the Clipper season is over, so I'm please win the chip for us, please, because I was heartbroken when I saw PG wasn't playing today. I was like, dang, that broke my heart.
Right. But let's go ahead and wind it down. Let everybody kind of get their final words in. Go ahead, make you fumble. Let you go ahead and kick us off, man. Give us some final words.
Guys, I'm just happy to be a Falcons fan, man. I'm glad we finally getting our money right, getting our books right. I'm looking forward to like this up and coming year, and believe in the process, man. That's all I can say. Trust the
Hey, man.
process.
Nah, we ain't gonna steal 76ers down for
I
slogans on
don't
this.
even,
Goddamn.
I don't even like that.
Hey, look, we're gonna say, goddamn, get back to the
I
basics. That's gonna be
believe,
our
I
thing.
believe in Terry Fontenot. That's it, baby. I
Get back.
believe.
Hey, definitely. All right, Pat, what you got for us?
Hey, once again, I thank y'all so much for allowing me to be here, man. Like I said, that of course, always support your team. I think it's good that the players that we have that we acquired through free agency and re-signing, they are they enthused about the season and they want to be here and they want to you know potentially win a championship here in Atlanta. So let's continue to support, continue to do what we do, and we'll be good. Appreciate y'all.
All right. All right, Alice, what you got for us, man?
Yeah. I'm just uh, I just think that when it comes to the draft season and period, uh, people we just gotta listen to each other and where we're coming from. Like, I think one of the biggest issues is the fact that we're oftentimes on different pages and we're not willing to listen to each other. I think that earlier this season I wasn't that high on Jordan Davis, and I am now quite comfortable with us having Jordan Davis on the team. So I think that you just have to listen to other people's perspectives. You don't have to always agree with them, but hear out where they're coming from, and if you need to, come out with counter arguments. If you really don't believe, but you also have to just like understand and be open to like, well, what if I was cool with this player and see how that would play out. Like it's just stuff like that. The scout is out. Merch is coming soon. Maybe I'm working on it. So yeah, the scout is out.
Right. All right, Sam. What we doing here, Sam? What you got for him, man?
Yes. Well, people, the word and the theme for this season is read the fine print. And what I mean by that is when there is the obvious is the fine print. And this fan base has a hard, difficult, and ridiculously hopeless case of not understanding the obvious. We are in the process of fixing what has been wrong with this team for decades. For decades. Defense first. Say it with me. Say it with me. Yeah, you in the screen. Yeah. Defense first. Defense first. Come on, say it with me. Defense first.
Defense first.
Defense first. Because when you can't stop the run, you can't win. When you can't run the ball, you can't win. When you can't do either one of those two things concerning run, stopping it and doing it, you can't win. So all this wanting to put makeup on the bed, dress it up, and have all this, entertaining stuff. Y'all remember back in the 60s what football was like? Folks were losing teeth, playing with cracked ribs. They didn't have helmets back then. They had flaps for helmets. Football ain't pretty, ladies and gentlemen. You got to want it. You got to want it to play it. You got to believe in it to play it. You got to learn it to play it. Okay? This ain't something where you just gonna walk out on the field and think you finna walk out here and get the ball and you gone 6, 7, 8, 9 yards. You got to get first down. You got to get first down. Okay? And on the flip side of that, on defense, you just can't let a 5'10", barely 100-pound running back run up and down the damn field all damn day. A Sauce Gardner ain't gonna stop that. A Hamilton ain't gonna stop that. But a 6'6", 360-pound Jordan Davis will put a stop to a lot of shit.
330.
Willis ain't gonna stop you from giving up 2,000 plus yards on the ground.
You ever heard this phrase before? You gonna eat your cornbread. Why they just give it to him? Why did they just get a man the cornbread? Why did he? Because the motherfucker's 6'6", 300-something pounds. That's why.
Mm-hmm. What that Travis say? We need butt crack.
I'm just saying. When you see motherfucker at 6'8", 300 pounds, you think twice about shit. I'm just saying, bro.
When something 330 pounds at 360 pounds fall on you a few times, you'll be in the huddle. Hey man, let's call something else.
Hey, all right.
Let's call something else. People have a lost mindset, man. They don't get it. Football ain't pretty. It's ugly. It's nasty. It's sweaty. It's muddy. It ain't cute. Never have been. Quit trying to pretty up this nasty game called football. It ain't mad neither. You can't hit restart just because somebody put up 25 points on you in the first quarter. You can't reset your franchise because you lost the first 9 games of your season. You got to develop them players and win some games. If you can't, reset your playing level. Put it on a rookie. If you can't play on all Madden. And stop turning off the salary cap and trade restrictions. Because that ain't how the real world works either.
I guess I will. Well, I just want to take a second to say to Stephen A. Bitch. Y'all look like some damn fools again. 38-9.
And that's after going 0 for 5 in the first half.
Hold on. I'm getting there. Let me talk. You had your 20 minutes to talk. 38-9. Clint Capella went out with the injury. And that guy who didn't start, the guy that we say he's not clutch. I told y'all, I've seen 3 players that just has that. They just have it. You just know it when you see it. And it's not the play, it's not their ability to play basketball. You just see it. And that it is confidence. Trey just know he good. Trey know he good. He's smiling because he know you can't do shit about it. What you gonna do? Cry? They try to change the rules. I mean, they've been doing that for they have been doing that for a whole decade. Now all of a sudden Trey comes in, y'all want to change the rules. Oh, y'all think I ain't got a mid-range jump? Okay. The man proceeds to get a. All y'all say is all he does is shoot threes. Well, he develops a mid-range jump shot. Said he was too little. Said he wasn't quick enough. That the guys in NBA would just run through him because he couldn't hold up. He didn't have the stamina. Y'all said all types of stuff about Trey. But guess what? I told y'all, and people thought I was crazy when I said Trey Young is an absolute legend. All he doing is waiting for his teammates to catch up. The dude is already a legend, and I'm saying it, and I mean every word that I said, because I've seen Jordan. When you just look at Jordan in a certain time period, when that fourth quarter comes, you can look at the eyes. When you look at Kobe, you can look at his eyes, and you can see it. His body language, how he looking at you, how he smiling at you, how he reacts in his press conferences, how Shaq is when he know, yeah, you too little. Get this little bitch up off me. That's Trey. Ain't shit you can do about it. Why? Confidence. That dude's swagger is something stupid. It's right now the only person that I say is even close to is Steph Curry. It ain't even that he's a villain, it's that y'all haters. Because there's literally nothing to not like about Trey. He does everything that y'all claim that everybody, the great players, need to do outside of playing defense. But who the hell plays defense in this NBA? Let's just keep that on. He passes the ball. He scores 30. And he gets some team involved. So what's the hate? I guess he got to put up 81 like Kobe to gain y'all respect. That's the only thing he got to do. Let him put up 80. Let him score 80 points in the game. That's the only thing that Trey hasn't done. And I wouldn't even doubt he'll do that. But that's all I got to say about that, man. You're just going to have to fucking deal with it. That dude is already a legend. And I said legend.
Hey, man. We appreciate everybody tuning in to us tonight. I really ain't got nothing to say, surprisingly. But, hey, y'all make sure y'all just continue to support over here. 6-Man K Styles on the road to 1K. I am calling it. Last I checked, we getting there. So make sure you continue to support Mad Mike Sports. Hey, go and check out your boy Big Sam over there, man. He over there doing the thing on here too.
Yes, sir.
We got exactly. All right, we got the residential scout Alex over here who's continuing to bless us with prospects and stuff as usual. Giving us names that we need to look at. But until next time, we ain't here to play. We here to stay. You ain't got to go home.
But shit. gotta get the heck up out of here.
Damn, Sam don't want to talk. He been talking for 2 hours now. He don't want to say nothing.
Deuces.
Then
Scout is out.
much love.
Scott is calling me.
Sam the OG, hollering at you about facts, figures, and understanding the games.
With a rant that goes right behind it too. So remember that.
Right.
We know that. Oh, we know that.
All right, people. Deuces.